It was we, the people, not we, the white male citizens, nor yet we, the male citizens, but we, the whole people, who formed the Union.
Yeah. Well
You live in such a historic community that played such an important role to give that right to millions of women. And to think that I would tell my mother, who's guided me through life, that she didn't have the intelligence to choose a leader is beyond me.
I'm sitting here thinking that I had ancestors that served in both these seats, in the House of Representatives and the State Senate. I cannot imagine them have used the words that Senator Candler used in this fight.
A great deal has been written and said for female suffrage, that a woman is a man's equal and therefore should have equal rights. But catchy as the phrase may be, there is something else which they studiously leave out. That something else is the human reproductive system.
Now, can you imagine if Representative Cochran and I said that on the Senate or House floor today, we would be run out of there the next day. Now, I think he did lose his next election, but we wouldn't even have to wait till the next election. We'd be run out that day if we said something like that on the floor. So as bad as we may think things are today, it was a vicious fight to get women the right to vote. And again, our own Harry T. Burn was one who stood up and cast that deciding vote.
Harry T. Burn was actually 22 years old, so 12 years younger than I am. And of course, somebody looked at his picture and they said, yeah, hey, honestly though, he still looks older than you. It is a very humbling thing, honestly and truly, to hold that seat and to especially be there 100 years after that very momentous thing that he did. He represented his hometown very, very well, and I think he was always very, very proud of his hometown.
When I was painting this mural, I met a lot of the townspeople. They would be going to the post office, or they'd be coming here to the library. But they would come up and talk to me and share some of their stories, the people that actually knew Harry. And one of the common threads of that was, and I thought it was pretty cool, was that they told me, they said, if you worked for Harry Burns for 1 year, you got a free pig. Pretty cool. Thank you.
What comes out of Seneca Falls is going to be the Declaration of Sentiments. Have you guys heard of that one? It's very similar to the Declaration of Independence, but a few key words have been added. Notably, that all men and women are created equal.
And Elizabeth Cady Stanton later said that from Maine to California, they were seized with laughter at her idea that women should vote. But they also were afraid that women would enact child labor laws. You see, most of the factories at the turn of the century used child labor, and most of the people who were in the child labor were girls, because boys got sent to school, but girls couldn't even go to some of those schools in some states.
In my entire lifetime, my grandmothers had the right to vote and voted. My mother, who sits here, certainly took the opportunity and the privilege to vote.
What's troubling is the amount of people that do not vote. After so much went into giving you the right to vote, make sure you exercise that right.